I feel like it's apt that I'm wearing a shirt that just right there says it's Villain Club, because I am going to be the villain of so many people right now with what I'm about to say. Taylor Swift, look at what you made me do off the brand new album Reputation, which is coming someday. Who knows? Who cares? I certainly don't have to listen to this thing. Now let me just get something out of the way. A long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away, Han Solo and Luke Skywalker destroyed the Death Star. And coverkillernation destroyed Taylor Swift in a couple of videos. But eventually, I rose up from out of that. I was dead and then I lived. And with 1989, I became somebody that could actually somewhat defend Taylor Swift. But this right here is like going back to the past, and it's become unforgivable all again. Who knew that the grown-up Taylor, the old Taylor, the now dead Taylor of the past, was the Taylor Swift that we actually wanted? Because this song right here, I don't even have to say all that much about it. It's a very minimal composition, which is very much apropos to what you're hearing all the rage these days. These little drop beat, blah, blah, blah pop numbers. It's something that is just on par with Meghan Trainor. It's on par with Meghan Trainor. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, yeah. That's exactly what this is. This is on par with Meghan Trainor within the compositional element, and it's something where Meghan Trainor, no, this is still better than Meghan Trainor, but not by much. Okay, so the overall concept, the idea of this song is, well, Taylor Swift was dating a gentleman, a gentle sir, or maybe a really nice woman. Who knows? This is a new age! And what happened is that this person that she was dating no longer loves her and sort of took her through the ringer, you know. There are lines in here about having losing the keys to her kingdom. They kicked her out and then threw a feast, blah, blah, blah. Basically, this person didn't end up actually liking Taylor all that much, and now Taylor's going to take revenge as though this is Kill Bill or some garbage. And this song is ridiculous whenever it comes to a revenge anthem or anything of that variety. You're not dead. You don't rise up all the time. This is just another day at the office for you, Taylor. There is literally no change from this concept, from the last concept. The only thing that's structurally different whatsoever is the fact that now your compositions have become even more minimal and even more toward the lamer side of the pop department right now, as opposed to having your own unique voice that was boasted with songs such as, I don't know, Welcome to New York or even Blank Slate, and you've instead just adapted to this boring, very garbo pop treatsy that just makes you sound like you're this all-empowered individual when you're not. This is no different than what was happening in the past. Are you a little bit more edgy now? Are you talking about how the old Taylor's dead? Yeah, that's a little bit more edgy, but really, it's not that far. It's not that far of a step. This is just another conventional whiny track that instead of being done in the voice of somebody who is sad and sorry that you're gone, is now being done within the voice of somebody who is pissed off at the person that did her wrong and expects that some sort of vengeance should just fall into her lap. This feels extremely entitled. It feels extremely like it's right within the playbook of all of the little divas these days that are attempting something like this. But CKN, you're a man. You don't understand. You're a pig. You're garbage. Whenever you do something like this to a woman, you rip their souls apart. Well, I'm going to let a lot of you little girls that are pissed off right now know. And that's the fact that there are monsters that are out there. And monsters, just like everything else, carry two genders, multiple races, and multiple forms of how they decide to live their life inside their bedroom. And yes, Taylor fans, the bedroom is for more than just sleeping. Some naughty, naughty things go on in there. And it's something that perhaps you need a little parental guidance in order to understand. This is a song that sounds like an entitled brat that instead of crying in her room and stomping her feet, now is deciding to throw on black lipstick and toss her hair back and wear black clothes and decide to embody that style. And that's now the persona that she is for that evening. And that's the persona that she will be until she gets the revenge that she wants. Well, let me tell you, and speak to you as a true villain. Somebody who vilifies and destroys, who has no compromise for this sort of trash. This is exactly the reason why this style of music in 2017 feels old, outdated, and has no resemblance toward anything positive. This is why more people are flocking away from pop and into the wrestling arms of hip-hop or the savage arms of heavy metal. This is exactly why. Taylor, you had a grand opportunity in order to really step into a brand new universe, to walk away from the country pop and solely into pop. You did that, and it sounded like you were going to carve out your own niche, but just like everybody else, you eventually become just a cornerstone convention that's just like everybody else, that is really susceptible to the same rules as everybody else. You're not special. You'll never be special again. This may have actually been a worse choice than we all thought. We might have thought that this was just Taylor going right into where she belonged, but in reality, it's just Taylor sounding just as horrible as she was before, lacking the ingenuity of 1989, and begs for her to return to that session. Pretty simple. Don't listen to this song, and really don't listen to this trash anymore. Really, I feel like I was seduced by Taylor Swift with 1989. I was seduced by that album into believing that great things were coming. But if this song is any indication, if this Meghan Trainor ripoff is any indication, and it's not somebody you should want to rip off, you dumb shit, then there's no point. Seduction over. I'll go back and stick with, what I like and what I know, and not fall for this garbage again. If anybody should feel pissed off about this, it should be me. This should be a philosophical metaphor that the pissed off vengeance that she feels towards this gentleman is actually the pissed off vengeance that I feel toward Taylor Swift for taking me on this ride after 1989 and making me think, well, shit, she might be good, and now she's not. She sucks again. She sucked forever. I'll probably go back and listen to 1989 and realize that I was drunk or on acid or some shit like that, and that was not that good to begin with, too. Good Lord, just no more. Just no more. It's done. It's over. The rivalry is back on. And like Kenny Omega, like a phoenix from the ashes, I will always come out on top. And that's just the simple truth. This is what you've done to me. I hope you've enjoyed it.